All right, so we've got our strength and positioning workout for this week, okay? I'm gonna show you a couple of different options that you can do. You can use weights, so if you have a kettlebell or dumbbells, I would suggest using that for these workouts, or if you have a barbell, fortunate enough to have that, you can use that for these workouts. You could also just use a band. So I'm going to show you that first. The first thing that we're going to do is a good morning. We've done these before, banded good morning. So what I'm going to do with my particular one is I'm going to stand on each end, okay? And then I'm going to put the rest of it around the shoulders and the neck. I like mine on the shoulders, that way it doesn't like roll into my hair and stuff, okay? So for the good morning here, we want to send the hips back. We want to lean that torso forward so the back is nice and flat and coming straight up, okay? So we're hinging, the hips are going to go back, the toes are going to go, or sorry, torso is going to go forward like we're looking at our toes. So if I am, that got exciting, standing maybe about a foot's distance away from the wall, or from the door here, this is a good way to work a little bit on that positioning. So if I do it that way, my hips are actually going to touch the wall and then come back up. Hips are going to touch the wall, come back up. So that's how a good way that you can know that you're doing it correctly, okay? So that is the good morning portion. You can use a weight for that if you want to. Like if you're using a dumbbell, I would maybe set it on the shoulders and maybe use one. And you can do, or you can put it right on the back of the neck. Just make sure that it is not on the neck itself, that it's more down here towards the back, okay? You can also use an odd object. You can use a backpack. Backpack's a good option for that. I'm gonna grab my bag of cat food here. I'm gonna put it on my shoulders just like this, and I'm gonna work my good mornings down and up. Okay? These do not have to be heavy. Anything that you do like this, you will feel just because it's weighted, and we don't normally do weight here, okay? So again, you should have a bend in your knee. You should feel it all the way through the posterior chain, not just low back, not just glutes, not just hamstrings, okay? So make sure that you're feeling it in all of those positions. If you have a question on any of these things and you're like, man, I don't know what my form is like, send me a video. Okay, that's what I'm here for. We're still your coaches, it's still our jobs. So take a video on your phone, text it over to me, message it to me, whatever, send it on Messenger. I can take a look at it and I can critique your form, okay? We can make sure that you're doing it the right way. The second thing we've got is a Romanian deadlift. So Romanian deadlift starts at the top and then goes down. So I'm gonna show you a version with a band first. You can do something like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a little bit of tension. So I'm gonna start with tension at the top. I'm gonna cross the bands over, okay? So they're crossed here. I'm gonna lean forward and I'm gonna stand back up. Lean forward, stand back up. So when I do this, I want to have some snap to it. I want this to be quick, so I might take time on the way down, and then on the way up, I wanna think about squeezing my quads at the top. Very similar to a kettlebell swing when we're doing a kettlebell swing, okay? So I want you to make that fast. If you're gonna use a kettlebell, would be a great option for this, or a dumbbell would be a great option for this. I would hold it by one of the heads of the dumbbell, start at the top, and come back up to the top. Another thing would just be, again, to grab an object. I'm gonna use a box of cat litter here to show you what that would look like with just an object. Send the hips back down and up. Okay, down and up. So again, remember that for the duration of this, it's not necessarily about what kind of a load that you're doing. Even if it's anything, if we're using some sort of a weight or an object in a regular workout, that doesn't matter so much how much it is, okay? Go through the movements, try and do them as perfectly as possible. Trying to think about what your body is doing. Maybe take a whole set and be like, okay, what am I feeling here? What parts of my body am I feeling? What are my feet doing? What's my head doing? What's my neck doing? What do my shoulders feel like? Go through that. Really take this time to build a solid foundation. I think it's really good to do workouts without your shoes anyway. So take a while to think about what your feet are doing. build that foundation first. We want to always have our feet planted firmly on the ground. That's going to make us a solid base, makes everything else better, okay? So those are your workouts for the day, 2 movements. Let me know, as usual, if you have any questions, if you want me to look at anything, if you have a certain piece of equipment or object that you would like to use and you want to know how to do it the best way possible for this workout, just let me know. All right, and don't forget to put your results in SugarWOD.